Welcome to Rubber Duck Off-Road Garage. My name is Grant, and in today's video I've picked up a new vehicle to add to my 4x4 collection. I have quite a few different vehicles that we use for wheeling and some other vehicles that are, quite a bit needing a lot of work. How's that? Like the Cherokee Chief here, it's going to need a lot, so it's not really a rig that we use right now. We have the Samurai, which I'm hoping to sell the Samurai because it's not really my thing. It's a cool little rig. It needs, wiring harness and all that, but I have all the stuff that it needs. It's just not really my thing. It's small. I mean, it's good off-road because it is small, but I'm more of a Jeep person. Then we have the CJK project in the garage, and then we have the Gladiator. But we were looking at our options for when we take the RV camping and stuff, what we do a lot of. We were originally looking at maybe a boat for other trips, because if we don't go wheeling, going playing on the water is always fun. We live in a state where there's water everywhere. And then we were like, well, that's not really what we do a lot of. So I ended up picking up the daughter a go-kart. So we decided that we would get a go-kart ourselves that we could follow her around in. So we ended up with a 2022 Polaris XP4 1000. It's a non-turbo. It still has 110 horsepower. It's a four-seater. That's what the 4 in the XP4 means. I had the street legal kit put in it, so I can actually drive it down the road. So it has blinkers and a horn and all that stuff you need to be able to drive it on the street. I've had it now for a couple weeks. I tell you what, it's pretty impressive. For even being a non-turbo, it's very impressive. I've never been that big of a fan of these things, and now that I have one, I would definitely buy another one because it's a lot of fun. I've got a couple bigger friends that I ride around with me because I'm a decent sized person myself, and even with all of us in there, it'll still haul balls around wherever you're at. I mean, I've had it at my buddy's house in his backyard, and we're going around his little track that he built with 4 full-grown guys in there, and it's just like nothing's in there at all. It's pretty impressive. So I've also bought some mods for it that I'll be doing in some videos here coming up. I know it's been a little bit since I've done a video, but I just busy with family and everything else, getting ready for camping trips that we have coming up for vacation and stuff. But I have a top that I'm going to be putting on it. It's a soft top. I have the winch mount that I'm going to be putting on. With the winch should be here soon. I have a storage bin that goes in the back. That mounts in the back here that I have to put in. And I also have stiffeners that go between here and the sway bar mount, because I've seen some videos on these where they crack right there on the chassis itself. So I bought some stiffeners to put in. So I'm going to get to that here soon. Other than that, it doesn't have a whole lot inside. I mean, I didn't get the ride command that you can get because I didn't really need it. I have an app on my phone that does a lot of what the ride command does, because the ride command, I mean, it comes with a stereo, which is okay, but not that big of a deal. But it also has like mapping, so you can map trails and stuff like that. I can do that with my Gladiator as well, but I have the Gia app on my phone, and it allows me to do that too. So, but I mean, it does have, you have your gauges here, so if you turn the key on, comes up, says Polaris, but it has your engine temp, it has your mile per hour at the top, or RPM, or your temp. And if you scroll through their options, you have your odometer. So it's got 59.2 miles on it, trips, and it has 12.5 volts, and engine has 7.9 hours, and I have 17.2 hours till my first service, and that's it. And then you have the clock at the bottom, what gear you're in. It has selectable 4-wheel drive, so the toggle switch here, that's how you put it into 4-wheel drive. Of course, you got your light switch there, room to put other switches. So I'll end up adding I'll probably do like a small light bar or maybe some fog lights on the front. It all depends. I'm gonna end up probably building a bumper for it myself. I'm gonna build sliders for it probably myself. I have to look in to see what prices of DOM tubing are right now, because if I can buy it cheaper than I can build it, it's better to buy it. If I can build it cheaper than I can buy it, I'll build it. This here is for your blinkers and your horn, your hazards. Because of the street legal kit, it has to have mirrors, so I have these mirrors. They asked me if I wanted expensive mirrors, and I said no, because I have a knack of ripping mirrors off. Like pretty much every Jeep I've owned, I've ripped the passenger mirror off at least once, except for the Gladiator because it's still new. So I went with a little bit less expensive of a mirror because of that. What else? It's got an adjustable hold handle here. You can move that out because my wife is kind of short. Seats adjust. I'm still learning. I mean, it's still new. It's a learning experience, but so far it's pretty impressive. I mean, I need to adjust the shocks still, but it still floats pretty good. But it could be a little bit softer on the ride. But other than that, I'm liking it, and I don't think I need a turbo, because where we go a lot of the time, you're not going to be going that fast. We plan on taking it to Evans. I'll get some footage of that, seeing how it does out in Evans Creek. Oh look, my little princess showed up. Say hi, Abigail.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good.
What do you got there? Ooh, who's that?
Minnie, Mickey, hello, hello.
All right, say goodbye.
Bye, bye.
All right, Daddy's got to finish, okay?
Excuse me.
What's up?
One more thing. I come over here because I wanted to say bye to you. But in the story, I just want to say, I love you.
Well, I love you too. You need to say goodbye? Are you leaving? Okay. Kiss. I love you.
I love you.
All right.
Wait, can I have a huggy?
All right, we got a hug. A little hug in the camera. Ah! All right, baby. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. All right, so where was I? I got interrupted by cuteness, but you know, what can you do? I love that little thing. All in all, I got some other videos coming on this. I'll be making quite a few, installing all that stuff that I bought. I bought a drone a while back that I've been playing with, trying to figure out how to use. So I'll try to get some drone footage of us driving it around out in Evans or LB or wherever we take it to, Natchez or something like that. And I think it'll be fun for the wife and the kid and stuff, and plus family and other friends that come with us, because oh, excuse me, the little one can always ride her go-kart and we can follow her around with this. Her go-kart's not very fast, but it's not about us, it's about her having fun and getting out of the house. So I'll get footage of her playing around in her go-kart too. So if you want to see some more videos on this, plus, you know, when I do some stuff to the other Jeeps, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and hit the notification button. You'll get notified whenever I upload a new video, and thanks for watching.